our home.
Children of Hygara, you are beaten. This sector is now under my control. Stand down and prepare for Vega occupation. I have come to claim what is mine. Return the second core, and I will spare your homeworld.
Hygara can resist the Vagar siege, but only for a limited time. The shipyard at Serum will allow us to rebuild our fleet. We must secure this asset before it falls to the Vagar. Stand by for arrival at Serum.
Hyperdrive systems nominal. We have arrived at Serum in the outskirts of the Hygaran control zone.
Vagar recon elements have been identified. The shipyard is located here and is under attack. Incoming transmission.
Attention, Pride of Hygara. This is Captain Elohim of the shipyard Nabal. We are sustaining heavy damage and request immediate assistance.
The shipyard must be defended. In order to do so, we must establish a forward resource operation. Engineering reports they are now able to build mobile refineries to help resourcing operations.
Alright, hello everyone, and welcome back to Homeworld 2 Remastered. So we arrived here at Serum, the fleet staging area, and we're just gonna get into it. Send everyone there to defend the shipyard.
Group 2 copies. Strike group to battle positions. Group 3 copies.
Yes, get into battle
Group 3
positions.
reinforced.
Strike group prepare for assault.
So I'm gonna make sure I have a good mix of interceptors, bombers, gunships, pulsar corvettes, and some flak frigates here. We do have, I believe, some research. First we're gonna build up a bunch of pulsar gunships,
Production
make a mobile refinery.
Confirmed. Group 2 copies. Strike group to battle positions. Group 1 copies.
Now, I think the shipyard actually can last quite a while, so it's not really in immediate, imminent danger of being destroyed, although they have knocked off, like, about 25% of its health, but... Notice the elite here. Interesting, if you look directly on their tails, you notice that red insignia, those, like, little red wings? That's actually the symbol for the Vagar. Yeah, that's the Vagar insignia. So, like, why would elite Hygaran units have that on their craft, their strike craft? And I don't think it's like, you know, like kill markers, you know, like, oh, I've shot down this many planes, or, you know, whatever. It's, no, it doesn't seem like that. For some reason, they're using the Vagar insignia. It's like the U.S. roundel or whatever, right? Yeah, lots of aircraft, you know, have certain insignia to show you what country they belong to.
Group 3 reporting. Strike group attack order confirmed.
Hopefully after this mission, we'll no longer have any need for interceptors, with maybe some rare exceptions, because they suffer from high attrition rates. In other words, they die easily. And kind of like in Homeworld 1, their role is replaced by more capable gunship corvettes, which have more armor and firepower. Although they are slower, but they last longer in combat.
Strike group coordinates locked in. No
The
problem.
Vagar have been defeated.
No problem.
Incoming transmission from the
Mothership.
shipyard Nabal.
Thanks for the
New
help.
upgrades available.
We've been battling Vagar raids and have sustained heavy damage to all our systems. We require immediate repairs, fleet.
New research and build options now available.
Recommend researching resource collector repair ability. This will enable us to use resource collectors to repair the shipyard.
I am going to be researching that ability. We got a bunch of stuff we should research.
Confirmed. Group 4 standing by.
Also notice that you can actually move the mothership in this game. which is really, really nice. Although it moves very, very slowly on its sublight drives, but still, I mean, it'll get to where it's going eventually. So what I'm doing is I'm moving the mothership up near the shipyard, so, you know, anything we build doesn't have as far to travel. Let's look at what we can research. I'm going to hold off on mothership research right now. Definitely going to do some repairability for the collectors. That actually is useful. You don't have to repair the shipyard if you don't want to. It's just one of those things, right? I am going to upgrade the gunships here, and the corvettes, I should say. Increases maximum speed.
Resource collector upgrades complete. Repair systems enabled.
Dispatch resource collectors to begin repairs on the shipyard.
Group 4 copies. Confirmed.
Group 4 reinforced. Upgrade complete.
Strike group moving
Dang,
into
Group
position.
4 is all spread out because we're just reconstructing them piece by piece, which is a bit annoying. These are pulsar corvettes. Essentially what it is, notice they only have one turret mounted on the on the dorsal position. It's essentially, it's a miniaturized or scaled down ion beam, right? Ion cannon beam.
Upgrade
Enemy
complete.
probes detected. The Vega are using probes to pinpoint our location. An attack is imminent unless the probes are destroyed.
So notice one thing I didn't do was establish a forward resourcing operation, whatever, blah, blah, blah.
Group
Yeah.
1. Strike group prepare for
This brings me
assault.
to another really annoying mechanic of Homeworld 2, the frequency of mission triggers.
Mothership.
Like in Homeworld 1, some of the missions were fairly slow, which did bother some people. Homeworld Cataclysm, aka Emergence,
Ready.
did add a
Group
time
1
compression
reports
mechanic,
victory.
but of course that was developed by Barking Dog Studios, a different studio.
We've got a situation.
But in contrast, Homeworld 2 attempts to address the plodding pace of Homeworld 1 by adding in more triggers to its missions. The problem is that while it does speed up the game, it removes the ability for the player to prepare and build up their fleet adequately, particularly at the end of missions, because the game automatically hyperspaces you out when you hit the last trigger. So you have no real control about when you end the mission. And only by learning the triggers in a mission can you figure out where you have time to build things, right? To prepare.
Confirmed.
Unfortunately, I feel this also creates a trial and error style of gameplay that was frustrating in the previous game and only exacerbates it in this game.
Strike group moving into position. Strike
So
group
it's just
moving into
frustrating.
position.
And now in Homeworld 2, the game seems to want to kind of hurry you along, you know? That's one thing that just bugs me about this game. It's like the game is trying to say, come on, come on, come on, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. No time to waste. Nope, no need. Can't do this, can't do that.
Multiple hyperspace signatures detected. Vega forces have arrived. All units to combat stations.
Group 2 reporting. Subsystem target acquired.
All right, well, had I destroyed all those probes, that would have bought us a little bit more time, but anyway, yeah, it's like the game is just trying to hurry you along, you know? Sense of urgency, let's go, let's go, let's go, you know? Yeah, on to the next mission, no time to waste, yeah. So it's so freaking annoying. Look, in real life, I do value people moving with a little hustle, some sense of urgency, right? Especially if it's an emergency, then, you know, you want to haul butt. But I like taking my time with video games, and I certainly don't like it when the game removes player agency from the
All
pace of the
repairs
game.
completed. We have basic power to all systems. Construction of a carrier was underway before we were attacked.
The shipyard has transferred control of the carrier to us. It is equipped with a frigate facility. Recommend building frigates to strengthen the fleet. New build options are now available.
Well, on the upshot, we do get a carrier pretty much right off the bat, early on in the
Strike
game.
group receiving fire.
So let's just take care of this carrier, and again, that's another reason why I didn't send my resources over here, because they'd be being attacked right now, and we'd have to defend them, and yada yada yada. So
Reports hostile contact.
again, it's just figuring out where the mission triggers are, you know, kind of playing the mission once or twice to figure out where those triggers are, then playing it again to optimize your playthrough.
Vega carrier
Group 2
destroyed.
copies.
Unidentified probe detected.
Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group coordinates locked in. Strike group under enemy attack. Group 2 standing by. Group 1
So yeah, like I said, you know, gunship corvettes sort of take the role of light corvettes in the previous game, and pulsar corvettes take the role of heavy corvettes.
Group 2 reporting.
So the pulsar cannons are basically just scaled down ion beam cannons. I don't know if there's any technological differences,
Flak
but
frigate complete.
there probably is.
Acknowledged.
Pulsar corvettes do present some threat to corvettes or present a threat, a bona fide threat to corvettes, but also to frigates and other capital ships. That is a flak frigate.
Group 5.
I'm going to make them group 5. I want to build a couple. Flak frigates are extremely useful against strike craft formations, especially since you build strike craft in flights, aka squadrons, in this game. They will just maul them.
Fleet, we have multiple hostiles inbound. Repeat, the Vega are attacking.
The Vega are using infiltration frigates to board the shipyard. If they succeed, we will require Marine frigates to recapture it. The shipyard must not fall into Vega hands. Build Marine frigates immediately.
New frigates available for construction.
Alert!
Ready.
Vega infiltration frigates are attempting to board the shipyard. We cannot maintain the fleet if they succeed.
Okay, sheesh, yes, heard you the first time, alright?
Group
Gosh.
3 copies.
So anyway, like I was trying to say, flak frigates serve as very good anti-strike craft screens for frigate formations
Ready.
and capital
Group
ships.
5 reinforced.
But they're only good at, you know, see they're just tearing through strike craft. They're only really useful against strike craft.
Strike group reports hostile contact. Group 2 reports.
So, instead of the salvage tool, we have a capture mechanic now.
Sensors detect incoming Vega reinforcements. Eliminate these carriers to prevent the Vega from building more infiltration frigates.
Okay. Yes. More people, these, that, this, that coming at us. Yeah, left, right, and center, and oh, Jesus. Alright, anyway. So, unlike the capture mechanic or the salvage mechanic in Homeworld 1, we now have Marine frigates, which the Higarans use, and infiltration frigates, same thing, that the Vegas use. So, let me talk a little bit about Marine frigates / infiltration frigates. They're the most useless thing in the entire game. And I only really build one when I really need to.
Strike group 4.
Since they got rid of salvage corvettes in this game, basically you cannot go around stealing everything. You can't use that old Homeworld 1 tactic. Now, given that frigates in the game are already pretty fragile, Marine frigates are even more so, and they're vulnerable while the Marines are, you know, going about their whole boarding action. You see that little blue bar, right, as they're trying to capture the shipyard? Yeah, that's the progress of the infiltrators, the boarding teams, as it were.
Attack vector laid in. Supporting friendly units.
So, yeah, I mean, the frigates are vulnerable while they're doing their boardings. We're better off just not building them. Yeah, you're better off just fighting and destroying the enemy than you are with trying to capture a lot of stuff. Now, you can, but I just never found much utility in
Order
it.
confirmed. Drawing heavy fire. Supporting friendly units.
So I only really build Marine frigates when the mission dictates it.
Taking damage, fleet.
So anyway, we have 3 carriers that have showed up at our doorstep.
Strike group receiving.
They're going to continuously build strike craft and infiltrator frigates and try to assault the shipyard and capture it.
Attack order
So we need to kind of start taking these things out.
Strike group, prepare for assault. Strike group under enemy attack.
So I'm keeping Group 4, my pulsar corvettes, back here around the shipyard, and they're going to deal with the frigates.
Emerging from hyperspace.
So like I said, the pulsar corvettes, you know, while good against corvette-sized
Strike group under enemy attack.
enemies, they're also a threat to frigates.
Strike group reports hostile contact.
Send everyone else in. Whoa, you see those those big orange beams? Those are laser
Strike group receiving
corvettes, I
fire.
think.
Strike group to battle position.
Or they might no, those are lance fighters.
Strike
Yeah,
group reports hostile
yeah, those lance
contact.
fighters. They're
Group
scary.
1 standing
They're
by.
dedicated
Strike
anti-corvette,
group battle position. Strike group reports
anti-frigate
hostile contact.
strike
Strike
craft.
group receiving fire.
So it's another very
Strike group
specialized
under
unit of the
enemy
Vega,
Strike group to battle position.
and they will
Strike
melt
group
through
reports
stuff.
Hostile contact.
They also have laser corvettes, which have a similar function and role. There we go, there's one carrier.
Standing by. Attacking capital ship. Group 1 copies.
Anyway, we'll talk about the Vega a little bit later, but, you know,
Group 3.
they, like I said, they do have a very specialized tech tree. They
Dock order
They
confirmed.
favor larger squadrons of strike craft and more specialized
Strike
types of
reports
strike
hostile
craft.
Contact.
So the
Under
strike
attack,
craft are
what's the call?
particularly dangerous,
4 copies.
but
Strike group,
the downside is that
prepare
they're
for
kind of
pursuit.
you know,
5 copies.
one-trick pony,
Attack
if you will.
coordinates locked in. Confirmed. Group 4 standing by. I'm taking hits here. Strike group under enemy attack. Strike group receiving fire. Group 4 standing by. Group 3 copies. Strike group under enemy attack. Under fire.
So as usual, every so often, I actually want to bring my strike craft back and dock them either with the carrier or with the shipyard,
Strike group to battle position.
so I can replenish their squadron before they get fully just
Group
annihilated.
2 reporting. Under attack. What's the call?
Group 5.
There we go, one more
enemy
carrier.
contact.
Heavy fire.
So and what
confirmed.
that does is that it keeps your forces at full strength, it maintains their combat power at optimal combat efficiency and all that.
Strike group receiving fire. Target
There we
confirmed.
go, we see those flak frigates going to
4
work.
copies.
And it allows you to keep up with the Vager.
Enemy neutralized. Awaiting orders.
All Vager infiltrators destroyed. The shipyard is secure. We can now build capital-class vessels to strengthen the fleet. The Vager are retreating. Eliminate all Vager resistance before they can escape.
Engage capital ship.
Okay,
Under fire. Requesting orders.
we'll
Strike group under
try.
enemy attack. Confirmed.
Just keep
Repair
it
order
together.
confirmed.
So this is why I did research repairability, is so the resource collectors can repair the frigates.
Strike group reports hostile contact.
Again, it's such an annoying thing about this game is that they buffed bombers and strike craft in
Engage
general,
capital ship.
but
Frigate under
they
attack.
seem to
Group 3.
like just nerf frigates. You'll tear through frigates in many
Coming into
missions.
dock.
Yeah, or if you don't defend them well enough.
Friendlies under fire. Moving in. Reporting. Attack coordinates locked
We
in.
might actually lose that flak frigate there.
You are clear to proceed. Group 2 copies. Attacking capital ship. Group 1 reporting. Strike group under enemy.
Mothership-class hyperspace signature detected. Prepare for immediate contact.
The great harbor ship of Ventus. The last of the Bentusi.
The time of prophecy is at hand. In the beginning, the great progenitor Sajuk forged the 3 cores to unlock the mystery of hyperspace. But the 3 became separated, and the progenitors faded from memory. For eons, the cores drifted apart until the first came to the Bentusi. The second came to your ancestors. In their blindness, they became as the Vader are now, and a great war consumed them also. Before their final hour, they secreted their core from the Emperor and carried it with them into exile. It remains in your possession. The core trinity must be united. The 3 will awaken Sajuk. Only the power of the great progenitor can defeat Makan and the Vader. This is your destiny. Seek it out among the asteroids of Genna. The end time has begun. Farewell.
Alright, and the Bentusi send us off on a scavenger hunt across the galaxy.
The shipyard is safe. and fully operational. It will remain here to reinforce the Hagaran defense fleet and maintain a supply line to Hagara.
Hyperspace module fully charged. Coordinates for the Genna system locked in.
And off we go.
Our fate now rests with the Bentusi.